Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, heavens forfend, but is the Nigerian judicial system starting to develop a backbone? That will be the day, I hear you say. But is this the day? As guys, I bring you this breaking: court rejects police request for more time over Sowore'S bail application. So it looks as though now the courts in Nigeria are now starting to look at the statute books that are is presented to the country as the governing principle and applying the letters of the statute books to the runnings of the country. So this is just a tentative, of course, step now, and this is sort of like a low-level resistance on the part of the judiciary system, of the justice system, of the legal system in Nigeria. But the green shoots, as again, court rejects police request for more time over Sowore'S bail application. So now let's now see what impetuousness is now coming out of the court system against the Malamis. A magistrate's court sitting in Abuja has rejected the request by the Nigerian police for more time to enable the force to study the formal bail application filed by the human rights activist Omoyele Sowore and for others. At the resumed hearing of the case on Tuesday, the presiding judge, Mabel Shegun Bello, so already that tells you a lot, the name of the judge, Mabel Shegun Bello. So Mabel Shegun Bello, you can expect to get some sort of justice from a person like that. I don't know her personally, but of course the Yoruba name already speaks to equity and balance. So if we were Amina Mukhtar or something, then of course it's like some sort like I don't know, maybe death sentence to Sowore she will be looking to pronounce. But with Mabel Shegun Bello, you get the possibilities at least of a balanced view. So we take that paragraph from the top again. At the resumed hearing of the case on Tuesday, the presiding magistrate, Mabel Shegun Bello, stood down the matter for 2 hours and directed the police lawyer Adamu Musa, who was holding brief for James Idachaba, to go through the bail application. The prosecution counsel earlier told the court that it was not ready for the bail application filed by the defense counsel, Marshal Abubakar, stating that they were not served within the stipulated time as ordered by the court. He said they were served around 10:53 a.m. in the court, noting that there were issues of fact that needed their response in the application. All efforts by the prosecution to seek adjournment was turned down by the court, as the magistrate said she had taken a judicial notice of the complaints and therefore gave the prosecution counsel 2 hours to peruse the application. The matter will resume in the next 2 hours. Recall that the activists were brought to court in handcuffs from Kuje Correctional Center. Their lawyer, Marshal Abubakar, upon their arrival was visibly angered by the action of the prison officials and demanded the removal of handcuffs, adding that his clients were not criminal. The activists are standing trial on trumped-up charges of alleged criminal conspiracy, unlawful assembly, and inciting public disturbance. So there you have it now, ladies and gentlemen. So I mean, I don't really get the system in Nigeria. So these people now, they are wanting an adjournment on the basis of a technicality, because they know that the reasons why they are holding on to these people would not hold water in law. This is really what they are doing. So that adjournment now will lead to another adjournment, and you know, of course, in all of these cases, all of these instances of these cases that we have had in the past, on the day of on a court day, suddenly one of the counsels for the government will say that he is ill, and they will send a doctor's note to the court and have that case adjourned, and then on the adjourned date is still ill, and then they just use all these technical and technicalities to hold people in perpetuity in custody. So now, thus far and no further seems to be what this now Yoruba magistrate is now saying. She is saying that, okay, this is the bail application. There's nothing too complex in it. The bail application is effectively telling you to get lost and don't be stupid. So if you don't understand it and you want to go and read it properly, it doesn't take 2 hours or more than 2 hours to read Get Lost and Don't Be Stupid. So you go take 2 hours, go into a room, I'll tell them to bring you coffee and biscuits and read through that bail application. And if you have any reasons to object to the Get Lost and Don't Be Silly, I am paraphrasing, of course, because the reasons why they are holding on to these people are just spurious and fanciful and jejune and just ridiculous. It's just utter nonsense, of course. So they are saying that I don't know, unlawful assembly. What is the meaning of unlawful assembly? I mean, what constitutes an unlawful assembly is really what is unknown. Criminal conspiracy. So what is the crime that the conspiracy is looking to achieve? Unlawful assembly and inciting public disturbance. So the right to demonstrate is set in stone within the Nigerian statute books. I think every single Nigerian is now aware of this, especially in this climate, because this was a fight, a battle that was fought hard for and was won. And at the forefront, by the way, of that right to demonstrate and to protest, at the forefront of that fight was no less a person than Malam Buhari, who was then on the streets protesting against the Goodluck Jonathan regime, to the point that the Goodluck Jonathan regime did not send people to go and kick his face in like he has sent people to go and kick Sowore'S face in, but rather the Goodluck Jonathan, being an educated and a civilized man that Goodluck Jonathan is, the Goodluck Jonathan regime took him to court, and the court found then that it is the right of Nigerians to demonstrate on the streets, and they don't even need a police permit for demonstration. What the police should do rather, and this is what I think it was actually a Supreme Court pronouncement, which effectively almost becomes then law, because there's no precedence that supersedes the Supreme Court. And then, of course, because in Nigeria they say once you get a judgment from the Supreme Court, the only other court that you can apply to, the only other person that can change that is God Almighty. So that is set in stone as an entitlement of the Nigerian person, the right to protest. So now unlawful assembly now is now really what they need to explain. So of course these are the reasons that these people are applying for that bill. Effectively, don't be stupid, effectively is what that bill application says. So don't be stupid is don't be stupid, and don't, 1, be, 2, stupid, 3. So 3 words. So you can read 3 words in 2 hours is what this judge is saying, because she of course knows that they're just using delay tactics, and you can see that she's intent on granting Sowore bail. Come share thoughts with me about all this in the comment section. They're up to their old tricks, but it looks as though the courts have cottoned down to them, and they made the mistake, because usually what they do in these instances is what they do in these instances is go and shop for a northern judge or magistrate or justice, who will then just do as is the will of his or her people. So the judgment that they will get from Amina is completely different from the judgment that they will get from Fadeke or Bumi. So this is now what is playing out within the Nigerian space, and Get Lost, of course, is now the effective pronouncement of this magistrate now to Malam Buhari's foot soldiers. Come share thoughts about all this with me in the comment section. But before you come share those thoughts, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, come join me then in the comment section. Is the Nigerian judiciary system starting to develop a backbone? Are we seeing the green shoots now of a legal structure, of a proper functioning constitutional legal structure within the Nigerian state? So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.